Good morning, grade 2, and welcome to our revision sessions. So let's start by reviewing the revision sheet and solving the revision sheet. For the first part, this is the part from the past semester or the past quarter that will be included in the final exam. So let's have a revision about it. We here have a quick revision about the three states of matter. We said that we have a solid and liquid and gas, and actually the solid was the one that has its own shape and size, while the liquid was the one that takes the shape of the container, and the gas was the one that has no shape on its own. So which state of matter, number one, that has its own shape? Of course it is liquid. So the second question he is asking about, we can measure the length and width and height of an object using, of course, a ruler. Number 3, ounces are used to measure the weight of the light objects. If you can remember, this was the light and the pound was for the heavier object. Which one is used to measure the shorter one? Of course the ruler, while the meter stick was used to measure the long objects. Which take the shape of the container? Of course liquid, I have said it before just a second ago. The liquid takes the shape of the container. Some liquids are thin like the water and some are thick like the honey. Okay. We can measure the volume of a liquid by using a measuring cup, and actually the measuring cup is like the normal cup, but it's graduated like 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, so we can know the volume of any volume by pouring it in the measuring cup, so we'll be able to know its volume from the measuring cup. Okay, let's move to the second. Question number 10. What is the amount of space that the matter takes up? Of course, this is a volume. Okay. For a small amount of liquids, milliliters is used as a unit measurement, while liters is used for the large amount of liquids. So if we are talking about milk, of course we will talk it about liters. It will take liters because it's a large amount of liquid. While if we are talking about a syringe, a small syringe, we will say milliliters. Okay, let's start from this quarter 4 revision from this part. We have a physical and chemical change. The physical change is changing only in the outer shape of the matter. We are changing the color or the shape or the size of the matter, and without changing the matter on its own. While on the chemical change, we are totally changing the matter itself, and the matter will be a new matter with a new properties. So question number 13, a change that change the physical property without changing its physical composition. Of course this will be a physical change. Okay, to know that the physical changes are 4: freezing, melting, evaporation, condensation. And chemical changes was like burning, baking and cooking and rusting of iron and so on. So water freezing is an example of a physical change, of course. Okay, physical or chemical. Iron rust, of course iron rust will be a chemical change. I have said it to you just a second. Okay, let's move to the next. Physical or chemical changes. Cutting an orange into wedges, it will be physical because we are only changing the size of the orange, and it will be the same after cutting. Okay, sodium metal is burning in water. Actually this will be the chemical change because after burning it will totally transferred into another material. Okay, when the matter changes and becomes a new kind of matter, this is a chemical change and not a physical change. Burning wood is a chemical. Burning of anything around us is a type of a chemical change and not a physical change, because it will be transferred totally into ash, so that it will not be wood anymore. Making fruit salad, it's physical change. Yeah, because if we add like a banana and strawberry with each other, each one will have its own properties the same as it after mixing. So it's a physical property and it will not change to another new matter. Okay, making bread. Making bread is a chemical change because we here is making bread from adding the starch and flour and salt. So we are adding many materials together to get the bread. So it's totally changing the material of the matter. Melting ice, it's physical change and not a chemical change. Boiling egg is a chemical because it will be totally transferred into new material after boiling. Rusting iron is a chemical change. Okay, thank you so much for this part and I hope you enjoyed the session.